top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Volunteers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. Looking to pass. It's Nix. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. And they can't make the connection on third down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And you can string a few more drives like that together. Man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Here he comes with the return. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've come out red hot. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Mahoney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. He's got the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Pressure coming. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun. Give on the inside. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Spins away from the defense. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On the run, it's play. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Nix. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Here's the handoff. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Give to the back. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. It's Nix. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackled there by the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mahoney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Nix. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Nix. They're setting up the screen. Quick spin on the run. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Stumbled to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going to the run, it's Clay. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Mahoney.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Nix. Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clay. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Got it set up on the outside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiples. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Works the middle of the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way out. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
27, Tennessee, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perkins. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Nix. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Off play action on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try to pop the draw. Quick with the spin move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Spins away from the defender. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mahoney. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the ball's in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Going to swing it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's a draw. Makes a man miss.
I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Volunteers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.